So this is the new Panerai I picked up. It is the Panerai PAM 424 3-day. It's I guess known as well, technically it would be the Panerai Radiomir California 3-day. I believe Acciaio is the word, if I'm not mistaken. I'm not so sure what that means. I'd have to look it up. It is the one that has that famous California dial, which was actually, here's a picture of one of the originals from, I believe, as early as 1936, if I'm not mistaken. And this was one of the very early first Panerai watches that was made in partnership with Rolex, where Rolex shipped, I believe they pretty much took Rolex pocket watches and put straps on them at the beginning. And it's my understanding that Panerai actually designed a dial, which is the model 425, I think, that says Panerai Radiomir at the top. This one does not say anything other than you have the OP logo there. And then I believe the first shipment that Rolex sent had the California dial, which is something Rolex used where I believe their salesmen went around and to show that they could do either Romans or alpha numerals on watches. And the reason it's called a California dial is, from what I've read, it just was super popular, even though it wasn't really intended to be a commercial dial. It was sort of a salesman's copy. It became very, very popular in the state of California, which Panerai took the time and detail to engrave California on the rehaut inside the watch, which I think is pretty cool. A lot of people don't realize that. But anyway, it's a great watch. It's big. You kind of have to have the wrist for it, but it's nowhere near as big as some of the other Panerai since it's a Radiomir. It sits very flat on the wrist. Does have quite a domed crystal, which I love. And it's super simple looking, right? You got time only, no seconds, manual wind. And like I said, it's a 3-day movement with a exhibition back. You can kind of see it running right here. So I absolutely I've loved this watch for a long time. And since I already have a Panerai Luminor that I've had for a number of years, it was my first sort of nice Swiss-made watch. I didn't think I should have more than one, and frankly, I think I should probably have a few Panerai watches, because quite honestly, it's probably one of my favorite two brands. Not that I don't like my other pieces, but when I look at watches, I always seem to gravitate to what's available with Panerai. Usually I look at Panerai, IWC, of course Rolex. It just sort of seems to be what I gravitate toward. It's usually Panerai first. I know there's a lot of detractors out there. Usually it's a lot of people that are possible snobs that have small wrists that just don't like any big watches, but that's fine. I don't care what anyone says. All I know is I like the watch. I've always liked this one, and I've come to realize that I really like the Panerai watches with the really domed crystals, especially some of the models that have plexi crystals. So the next Panerai I get will probably be a Luminor 1950 with one of the sort of the historic models with a plexi. I just absolutely love the look of it, and I'm really drawn to the simpler dials now with Panerai. So I really don't care about whether or not it has second hands and things like that. I just love the simplicity of it, because that's kind of how they were intended. Has a strap that's real nice. It's sort of a raw leather look, very well made, very comfortable. The typical Panerai buckle there. Obviously onion crown. Really nice watch. Hey, I like it. I don't really care about, beyond that, I don't care what anyone thinks, but I'm absolutely loving this so far. I've had it a few days, and I could see myself, frankly, just having maybe one or two watches and a handful of Panerai watches. I'd probably be happiest, and I could go that way because I just seem to enjoy them more. All right. Hope you're all having a great weekend, great summer. I know I am so far, and take care and be safe.